Alright, top of the morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the brother Bolo VNR. We're in the space again. Give a thanks for life. Alright. Monday, the 11th of May. Time I fly. June around the corner right now. All the things prophesy for June. June are going to be one pivotal starting point for all the things. But today, this morning, yeah, Rasta man at the focus, the man is on fire, you know, man. Rasta man is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you. Oh, look at Joe. I say some important things this morning on the program with OB the fireman. I say some important things this morning. So, I want to highlight the conversation. Ryan Campbell, what's up, my brother? How you doing? Man, I want to advance that conversation.
Wake up. Most Christians think that the believers...
Yes. Thank you, Ryan, for the support, my brother. Channel hopping, both sides. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Let me know if it's the first time, if you're a new subscriber. Shout out to all my moderators. Shout out to all of my my moderators on both channels, Bolo VNR 2.2 and Bolo VNR Clips. Rhoda, Tom's know how you doing. Ralston and man, I put pressure upon the People's National Party, and the argument and the logic, I'm telling you, he's not just putting pressure on the government. He's putting pressure on the opposition as well. So I have to respect it, ladies and gentlemen. I have to respect it. You understand? I have to respect it. You just give me a second. Something just pop up a while ago. Antonio, what's going on? Carol Miller, good morning. How are you, darling? You see me up so early, I know say it's serious, Jamaica. Remember me to that. So we live on TikTok now, good. Live on TikTok. Me nah leave her. Connect that phone to your box. Me there going some time to come in and like up the live and share up the live. Yes, give thanks to the Carol. Doing what go on. First time chatting, alright. Thanks for comment. Let me know where you guys watching from. God is good, God is good. Let me know where you guys are watching from, alright? Let me be, let me. Don't stop. Alright, great. You know, so I can't believe you said nephew. Nephew, bottom line, I feel money, you know. Hi, Sassy. Sassy said she a China, so Sassy, where you bring me? You know, go on good. Hi, Karen, good night. Me a echo? How comes that? Hold on, let me see my Bluetooth on. I shouldn't be, well, I am in a hall space, like the walls here, so yeah, if I'm echoing, let me try going out and coming back in. North Dakota. I know. Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? They messing with my stream, y'all. They're messing with my stream. Well, since they already messed with my stream, makes no sense. Raymond, good day. How you doing? Paulette, big up yourself. Carol Miller, Karen, Dwayne, everybody, bless up, bless up. Like and share the video, okay? Please and thanks. I appreciate it in advance. Alright. Since they're doing what they're doing, I just have to do what I do. Yes. Yes. It seems I pissed off some people because of my views. Who directly we pissed off, I don't know, but hey. Yeah. That's how it goes. Who vex, vex. Let me play this.
We're going to have to find ways and means of preserving the breadfruit. Look at the many breadfruit trees we have in Jamaica. We do not have to be depending on wheat from abroad. I shared with you yesterday the crisis with wheat production in the United States of America. What do you think is going to happen? The United States is going to hold on to whatever wheat is produced this year. Look at what is happening with Ukraine. They used to produce also quite a bit. Russia, look at what's happening to them. So those nations that would normally produce wheat, they are going through serious problems as we speak. Canada also, they have had harsh winter, harsh summer, and they're going to have harsher summer this year as well. I'm going to share with you a brief clip on the El Nino phenomenon, which I spoke about yesterday. I'm trying to do all in one because this is Friday and so many things are going to happen over the weekend so that you are going to be shocked by Monday. So I'm trying to sort of cram everything together. So what are you going to do? So you have breadfruit out there. You had better discover, and we have been speaking about this for years, ways and means of storing breadfruit, drying it, pounding it into flour. The same thing with potato, cassava. The same thing with pumpkin. The same thing with yam. The same thing with dasheen and cocoa. Because once flour gets hit, you know that all the different value-added products, the baked products and so on, it's a ripple effect right across the board. We in Jamaica should not have a problem. But because we have leaders who are myopic on the one hand, others of them are donka, yes, donka, and still others of them are wicked. They don't have our best interests at heart.
Sure.
Because if they had our best interests at heart, these are matters, we have been talking about it, unsolicited advice. They don't have to pay. They are paying millions to so-called advisors and technocrats, right? Who many of them do not know squat as far as what is about to happen and what is happening, because they have no fear of God. And they are getting unsolicited advice and they are not paying any attention. And they are going on as if everything is okay. And on top of that, they have taken that humongous salary increase.
My God.
While they're not paying the teachers, they're not paying them a livable wage, and we have looked at why they are doing it. They have not paid the nurses a livable wage. They are not paying the junior doctors a livable wage. They are not paying rank and file policemen and women a livable wage. They are not paying critical members in the civil service,
Girl King, what's up?
a livable wage. But it's just their friends. They and their friends. So we have a top-heavy nation. Top-heavy, and you see, look at them. What do you think is going to happen with someone who is top-heavy? It's only a matter of time, Mr. Clark, before they tumble like Humpty Dumpty. That's what's going to happen to the nation. Watch and you will see when the shaking comes. And it is going to come. We're going to have.
Why, me always say to me, see, education, bro. I'm never half on this, because you know every time you call, I hit me half. You see, when you don't know, Colin, you never make this, in your business board.
Welcome, my brother, the first time on a month.
Well, I mean, what I look for what happened this week, last week, as I told you, that the bank was mopping up liquidity. They wanted 22 billion, then get almost $33 billion. We also saw the net international reserves tumbling by 454 million in 1 month, which is a very dangerous signal. And despite that, the dollar was appreciating rather than depreciating. 158 and change when it should have been at 160 or 161. Now, the whole thing about NCB, a lot of people misrepresented the thing. The profits for the 6-month period was 10 billion and change, compared with 20 billion and change in the previous year. But there was a one-off sale of something last year, which led to the larger profits last year. So if you look at profits generated by operations and revenue, they were up.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's good for the shareholders. You follow me? So to bring it down to a simple thing, it's like say, Colin, you get to pay, right? But you sell something at the house, so that month they have a whole heap of money. You don't have nothing to sell the next month, so you go back to normal.
Get back that whole heap of money there again.
No, just simply, let's go back to normal.
We have one of the NCB shareholder on the line. Morning, Vince.
Big up Saturday in the building. Normally, I don't play nephew. I skip passing, but for some reason, I listen this morning. Oh, yeah, mom, no. Wagwan, Father Radcliffe. Big up yourself, my general. Manners and respect. Saturday, them no watch few documentary about show up possible. Jamaican people, if you understand, you know, and stop. I don't know how people support liberate, you know. Like, the man them whole foundation. I don't know how people support liberate. That history there. I don't understand. I don't understand how people support that. I don't understand how you have a daughter and sons and yasage. You know, there's a show. Not power to the people, but shower. Like I said, why would you say shower? We be it every day. No, I don't get to watch it. Last time I don't want to go live. Kind of relax all day, you know, from the other day, you know. Yeah, for sure. When I see me get up early this morning, the Christian them worse than Sammy Robinson. Christian them worse. What's it? Labor right. Them worse. Because they're supposed to be guided by the Holy Spirit, but I don't want to get into that right now. Let's move on. Sassy B said something up there, so I want to highlight. She said, you speak better than Marlon Morgan, so it's a problem for them. Me I wonder. If I read them on TikTok, I'm mad them. That me wonder, you know. That was true. Anyway, you have to take into it. I will put in love cabo. You like I shut the life for me. The card is a hi Bolo. Good morning, how are you? Welcome.
Sent.
Morning, Mr. Bell. Morning.
Welcome.
Morning, Raspal. How you do?
Yeah, good.
Oh, you do, Rap. You're not coming through clearly. I really want to hear
Understand clearly?
No, for my end. I don't know. But anyway, Rally, before I go to Rally, Mr. Bell.
Yes.
I hear you and Conrad is saying how much you know campaign for Marlon to be a senator.
Yes, man. And Obi started, not me. Obi brought me on board.
Let me make my point.
Mm.
Marlon is a politician. From
After just 6 minutes in the oven, your pizza is baked to perfection and ready for pickup or delivery. Seamless.
from the capturing of you politicians.
You think it worse than Marlon?
Yeah.
Boy, they might fight
Yeah.
the bottom of the pot. No, but
Ravi.
one of the things that make me think Marlon worse. Marlon don't shut up in the Senate. He doesn't allow people to speak.
Marlon is a
Pep talk in the Parliament is Marlon. Right, Neville.
in the Senate. We cannot, Jamaica can't afford for the Senate to be captured like how you guys capture the Parliament. Then who will look out for Jamaica interest?
But the worst senator in the Parliament is Marlon. Followed by
Hold on. What happened a while ago? Where's my Wi-Fi? Oh.
Marlon is a
You think it worse than Marlon? Top in the Parliament is Marlon.
True.
Followed by Alka Fitzhenry.
Monica, how are you doing? Good morning. Lorraine, what's up? Bless up yourself, my sister Beverly. Yeah, I don't know people vote for Labour, right? Not to tell you the truth. Some of them might listen to me right now on Vix, but I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
No, Marlon is the worst senator we have ever seen.
Worse.
I think after Fitzhenry is the worst one.
You think he worse than Marlon?
Yeah.
Boy, they might fight the bottom of the pot. But hold on. One of the things that make me think Marlon worse. Marlon don't shut up in the Senate. He doesn't allow people to speak.
Marlon is a politician. Marlon is there for the party interest, just like how you are here for the PNP
No,
interest.
Neville, I refute that. I am not here for PNP interests. I am here for the interests of Jamaica. But if it happens to be that the truth align with the PNP, then you're going to see it that way. When PNP get beat, then Neville, I tell you every day.
No, yes,
That's why
yes,
we and Dexter and lightning. Because
Yes,
when
I
them
know,
sit down, they're doing nothing. They lace them up.
Yes, I know you from time to time.
Yeah, man.
I know from time
So
to time you take off the political.
No, I am not here for the political theater. I am here for Jamaica. And that's why I tell people all the while, Bruce Golding would have been a very good prime minister had he not made the mistake to get international help to defend a criminal. I very much like a lot.
TikTok, you know, so I'm going to end my TikTok live. I'm going to come over to YouTube here. The link is in my bio. Yeah, man. If you don't want to see the if you want to be a part of the conversation, go to my YouTube. Alright? Yeah, man, in a real life. Big up on yourself. TikTok enough for me today at all. Not right now. I'm not the man was on TikTok. Later, I'm going to go live on TikTok to save the battery power there. Because the phone take long for charging. Anyway, back to the regular scheduled programming, my people. So the PMP had a release. I forgot to say this. Mayor Delancey rejects minister's claim on Westmoreland shelter accommodation works. Savlamar, Westmoreland, May 11, 2026. Mayor of Savlamar and the chairman of the Westmoreland Municipality Corporation, Councillor Danry Delancey, has pushed back against statements made by Minister regarding preparation works for accommodations of shelterees in Westmoreland, describing the remarks as both surprising and disappointing. Mayor Delancey said the Westmoreland Municipality Corporation is only aware of responsibility for payments relating to one contract, contrary to minister's public statement referring to multiple contractors. He further clarified that the corporation was not a party to the execution of works carried out on the temporary accommodation facilities at the principal's and teacher's cottage. The minister and the ministry are fully aware of the mitigating circumstances outside the control of the political directorate at the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation, which have resulted in the contractor not yet being paid. Yeah, the contractor has not yet been paid. When I hear this, Jamaica, and this have to do with the people and being moved from one area to the next, from the shelter in Petersfield. So the reason why they place the cottage never sort out and clean, and the rat them never get removed, and the place never clean up, and electricity never did there, and water is where I say right here. So say the corporation was not a party to the execution of works carried out at a temporary accommodation facility at the principal's and teacher's cottage. The minister and the ministry are fully aware of the mitigating circumstances outside the control of the political directorate at Westmoreland Municipality, which have resulted in the contractor not yet being paid. So there are some circumstances around that situation why the contractors have not yet been paid. So apparently, look at Desmond McKenzie coming and blame the municipality. I know, the ministry, under Desmond McKenzie ministry, every single time he blame the municipality them when things go wrong. Whoever noticed that he seldomly takes responsibility for anything that is going wrong. Very interesting. It says here, according to the mayor, right? The office of the mayor and the chief executive officer have been in ongoing discussion with the ministry, permanent secretary, and members of the ministry's technical team regarding concerns surrounding the matter. Mayor Delancey also noted that the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation signed the contract in good faith and in the interest of the shelterees, despite concerns about aspects of the agreement and the fact that the corporation was brought into the process after work had already commenced. So they actually brought in the municipality after the work commenced, and then they want to blame them for the current state. That you see, this government that work backwards. They really work backwards with you and Celine Wagwan. Exactly, but him always a blame. Him always a blame them. And that I notice with him. I see him take the responsibility. The political director at the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation has done what is required to facilitate the contract and support efforts to ensure the shelteries are properly accommodated. He added the mayor maintained that the corporation remain committed to the constructive engagement and ensuring that the needs of affected residents are addressed responsibly and transparently. Wow. And tomorrow, is it tomorrow? Anthony Hilton, he will be whoa, wait, hold on there. We never see this. We continue.
A lot of the policies that Bruce Golding came with.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is about Jamaica, nephew. Jamaica first, second, and third. Anything after come forth.
Rastan.
Yeah, man.
Rastan?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you.
The NCB did have their, what you call name, shareholders meeting and Canada.
Investors briefing.
Investors briefing. I saw where Michael Leachin is saying that the true value of the NCB shares is around $85. And the stock is trading at $52. The stock is giving away the trade, this giving away the last time.
Yeah, that's why I must buy some more.
When they trading at already?
$60. It's a steal, that's why I must buy some more.
I think I need to buy. I don't know if I told you, Rastan, that I had shares in NCB. And held it for a very long time and make a nice piece of food, and I lie you.
Yeah. So
compared to what I spent, they make maybe 600%.
Yeah, man.
If not,
I believe you, man. I
I'm
believe
that
you.
look on my money, man.
So now is the time to buy and hold again.
Yeah, me think,
You know,
yeah, me think we can.
you know why? You know why me really like that company and watch it. I have known a lot of ordinary people who buy property from the NCB shares when it reached about $200 in a Rasta.
Yeah, man, 240, yeah.
You want one of them in a rally?
Yeah, I know, man.
Hold on. Colin.
Yes, Neville.
I must admit,
Yes.
under the Jamaica Labour Party government,
Okay.
my life has significantly improved so much. A lot of them.
Rally.
Mm.
When was the stock market the best stock market in the world?
2015 and then 2018.
So that stock market solidity was built by the People's National Party, Neville.
Come on, what's happening? Remember that before that economy was bankrupting.
All right.
Yeah. Before that economy was. Hold on, man.
Hold on, Neville, rally attack.
Before that, the economy was bankrupt, so nothing was happening in the stock exchange. Everything crashed in 2012. Jamaica started to get back on foot in a month like this, May of 2013. Anybody who dispute that is a liar. Simple.
So, Neville, you made money
No, Colin.
on a PNP foundation.
Colin.
Yes, sir.
Colin.
Yes,
Mr. Bell.
Yes,
Mr. Bell.
Yes, sir.
I agree that the stock market become the world's best performing stock under Peter Phillips 2015. They go over into 2016 when the GLP gave because it was coming from 2015.
Hold on the rally. Let him finish.
I must admit to you, because the record will show me live, that under our stewardship as the Jamaica Labour Party, the stock market has not done well. At one year, it become one of the worst performing stocks.
I'm glad you realized that.
Because the record tell you that nobody can deny that.
That is it.
Jamaica. One labor right just tell the truth. But then Damon Carver said there's no such thing as a labor right. It's just a confused PMP. Nephew is a confused PMP. You can't believe Nephew tell the truth a while ago. But the state of the economy and the stock market and where it was under the PMP versus the JLP. But then, you know, these are the type of things that make me look on every sideway at the same time when I listen to some other things that we said before. Because how can you say that this government is the best government when you clearly is an investor and under the PMP you increased in wealth because they bring the economy where it's credible internationally. Under Jamaica Labour Party, our economy is not credible. It's not credible. Investors think 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. We have a prime minister that is uncertified, Jamaica. Uncertified. They don't know how he made his money. We don't know if he's making money legally or not. We don't. Nephew confused. He is a confused comment for true. Is that true? But you talked the truth a while ago. Listen to this.
Even though somebody said for the last couple of weeks they convinced that you're covered it up. Somebody in the chat room said
that is the problem with politicians. When you try to talk Jamaica and defend the record, people ready to brand you. I am a labor man and I will never let this be.
Neville, anytime you speak truth, you sound like a correct because the truth align with the People's National Party.
Carly,
anytime you try to defend the GLP, you tell you're lying. So that's all right.
No,
that's all right.
The data going to show that I'm lying and I can't afford for the deal. I have to
You have credibility that day. Yeah, man, you have credibility, man. Yeah, man.
Do you understand?
Yes.
And it just
Rally nobody prop him up too much in a rally. He might talk the truth today, but make we see how consistent he is.
That is the reason why I want a governor at the Bank of Jamaica to bring back investor confidence, which will help the market. What is the senator there now? Equality the ideal man being a governor for the Bank of Jamaica.
Listen to this.
Agreed.
So you're not
Agreed.
supporting Senator Hill to be the governor?
A man who has high standards but addictive habits will always feel behind. He says he's fine.
I have
Jamaica. Nephew born out Arbin Hill. Arbin Hill, nephew born out Arbin Hill say he's not fit to be the governor of the Bank of Jamaica. Listen to this.
based on his track record and
Yes.
international record.
Yes.
From in the Middle East. I don't see how you will get those people with their money to come to Jamaica with a confidence under Alvin Hill at the Bank of Jamaica. Because he has a very poor track record when he get the sugar industry to liquidate or what you want to call it. It's a disaster. All those activities that you were well paid to dissect the sugar industry, but it was a disaster.
All right.
You understand? And I would agree that the farmer head of NCB, Patrick Hilton,
Is a better choice.
I believe he will be able to get investor confidence in this country if he become the governor of the Bank of Jamaica.
Especially foreign direct investment.
Yes, I believe so.
All right, comrade nephew, morning. Have a good one. Rally, somebody in the chat was asking how if they are not in Jamaica. Colin, please ask.
So, we soon come back to that. Let's go, yes.
For the news, interview.
To look at the well, head boy, there for those cameras to be warned, to be out, for the police to be out.
What going on, sir?
Up until 12 midday,
It's 984-311.
all taking place, within the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation. And certainly we're only too happy to talk to other mayors as well. Portmore is a massive city and a massive population growing leaps and bounds and so on. We would like to speak with at the time, but we need to be getting even more updates from them. The observer is here talking about gas price. All right? Okay, let's go to the phone line, take our first caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, good morning, Sir Connor.
Hey, hi, country. How you doing, man? When I go, country. Just last week.
Any right to search a person's phone without let me extend happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers and your listeners who are mothers.
Right,
And to the entire Jamaica and the wider diaspora.
Mm-hmm.
But Conrad, I'm going to be very controversial this morning.
Right.
And I am giving a disclaimer in saying that I want to remind Senator Morgan and Senator Abka Fitzenley, who have apparently taken on to themselves the duty to be the government's henchmen in how they, and I'm using that word loosely, how they attack people via social media and other platforms. And I want to remind these young senators, who, as old people say, young but no star. Yeah? I want to remind them of a revolution that happened in 1956 in Havana, Cuba. I want to remind them of the Asian Revolution, and I want to remind them of the American Revolution.
Indeed.
And I want to tell them that the things for a revolution in Jamaica is wide open. The conditions under which the people live is sufficient to produce a revolution. So what we must thank God for is that this government has been saved multiple times by the decency and the dignity of the Jamaican people in not wanting to.
No, sir. It's a long suffering. It's a long suffering because what
that's what I do. Now,
Big up Patrick in our place. Of course, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing to be alive today, man. Sassy, you still there with me?
What happened is that them Jamaican people, and it's a word that is covered up in some kind of garment that is just so
Because all they're saying, is that Jamaica people love suffering, Jamaica people love suffering. People can basically stay there and government can do all that they want to them and they will suck it up, they will take it. That is what is happening.
To buttress your point, Conrad, right? In saying that when they say resilient, it's long suffering they mean.
That's it.
So I totally agree with you.
That's it.
I totally agree with you in that assessment. But I'm issuing a warning and I'm making it clear that the conditions in Jamaica are fit for a revolution. I say so with no water in my mouth. Am I advocating for one? No. But I'm simply saying, as a student of history, having looked at the economic conditions across countries, and also looked at what create revolutions across countries, it is the very same condition that the Jamaican people are facing. And I'm going to tell you, Andrew Michael Brogard Holness, you are the Prime Minister, sir. If you want to see the real conditions of a revolution, I urge you to not listen to the opposition. I urge you to not listen to the civil society and just go right ahead and implement NARA. Go right ahead. Go right ahead and implement NARA. And I'm saying these things to say that if you persist, Prime Minister Holness, the people of Jamaica are going to hold you accountable in whatever form that is legal and within keeping in the Constitution. Mark my word. And those who are his collaborators must also be warned that in revolutions, oftentimes what happens, the first person they catch is not the man who starts, it's not the man who's the leader, it's the collaborator.
Listen, man, I think this is a warning that they need to get. Because I've been watching this thing for a couple years now, and I'm saying, it's almost as if they want the people to burn down this country. It's almost as if they are encouraging the Jamaican people to come at their yard. It's the way how the man is deaf. Deaf. Them have them tone deaf to the people them. And what the people them are say. And what the people them want to see. Them tone them come like they want people page them, bro. Like a violence alone them respond to do the right thing by the people them of Jamaica. Always see to have so much people in a Westmoreland, Jean, Hanover, St. Elizabeth, St. James, East Portland, St. Ann, and other parts of Jamaica where the hurricane beat up the people and take with them house, bro. And the man them promised them go buy 5,000 container. I know a container they can reach Jamaica what year when Mr. Senator Floyd Morris. If him never come out and say where the house them there, for the persons that are here watching from overseas, that means where are the houses? Why haven't you delivered as yet? Where the house them there? You promised the people them 5,000 after 7 months, bro. The government has not given one person a house. Hundreds of thousands of people have lost their houses. And this government has not given one person a house. Forget that. Can you imagine if there wasn't a Andre Stevens and all the other persons on social media that genuinely went out of their way to use their platforms, go down there, drive down there, help people. Can you imagine if the celebrity them never come in and decide say, yo, yeah man, all for myself, Can you imagine? If it wasn't for the people, if it wasn't for the diaspora, if it wasn't for strangers, the reality of this ugly reality of post-Hurricane Melissa response by the government would be catastrophically worse. Patrick say him a Marlon Morgan cousin. Man say father must have 39 grave. I don't know about that. I don't mean say so. But I'm telling you, the way him acting at parliament, brother, the man cannot shut up, bro. The man piss me off on a regular basis, brother. You understand? Him piss me off on a regular basis. Me couldn't in I see him vicinity as a Marlon Morgan. Man, 6 stomach, brother. Literally. Man, 6 stomach. And, you know, it's not often you hear people say negative things about people and the person embodies all of the negativity. Every nasty thing that people say about the man is improve it. He proves it. You want literally do everything, bro. But back to Andrew Mix-Up with the shower passes, so trying to set off the people to start something. I'm sure that's true. Man, listen, I can't even argue with you because that's what I'm saying. The way how, and then the way how the police them analyze the people, it's like them literally trying to set the people off. Thank you, Veron. So God bless the real Jamaican vloggers and the diaspora. No one would have gotten a house. I'm telling you. But let's continue. Whoa. This thing,
Well, hey boy, we hope that good sense will prevail because the pot is really boiling here in Jamaica. And I asked a question in my opening commentary. Against the background that almost 40 or 40 plus civil society group came out and with all the bravado in the Senate and people basically striking hard and saying this and saying that, you know, and missing the point because nobody is saying that, listen, we don't need to rebuild, we don't need to get things going. All we're saying is that, listen, the I's must be dotted and the T's must be crossed, and you cannot give such unfettered access and power to the Prime Minister. And, hey boy, why is it so hard for the Prime Minister to yield and say, listen, I am going to give this board of governance that the people are calling for? Why? After leaving your head, boy.
Because they know you're on the clock. Let me tell you something. Those who love power will never give up power. And those who have a motive to continue to extract from the Jamaican people will take this narrow bill and do the exact same.
All right, thanks a lot for the call there. Let's go to the temp.
Also, yeah, we have so much
that we have forward by now, so I don't know.
Well, that's not a...
Well, the article says that it says that Jamaica Group. Welcome to Straight Up and Speak Radio, Raleigh. How are you doing? Raleigh? Here in Raleigh.
Yeah, man, I'm good. You not hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing very well now, Raleigh. Oh, yes, you said you're good. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
All the best to you as usual, Raleigh. Raleigh.
Guys, make sure you follow Conrad O'Brien on YouTube. Lord of mercy, why is it doing that? Conrad O'Brien Fireman. That's his name on YouTube. One word. Conrad O'Brien Fireman. Alright? Yeah, man.
Now, there's quite a bit that we have to unpack here this morning. Alright? But let me start by going to a headline on today's Observer where it says that the Middle East tension won't cause Jamaican to pay more for LNG, says says the president. Says president of the company that we get the LNG from, or who is running that shit. What's your take on that?
No, but how did he justify that? What reason did he give?
Well, the article says that just to read a line here, it says the spike in oil price sparked by the conflict in the Middle East is not expected to affect the price of liquefied natural gas LNG in Jamaica based on the contract now in place with the island prime supplier. So I guess what it seems to me by reading that, it seems as if there is saying that there's something akin to the hedge that is in place. So as a result of that, it will not impact us, or was it that we have forward by now? So I don't know.
Well, I'm making it that's not a good article, because if that is so, then it should have stated so. That is that article needs to come up the time.
I have not read the entire article, I must say. So what I gave you there is just the
They won't comment until they tell us about why is it that they're saying so.
So let's see what will happen. You can look at the article, Raleigh. It's on the front of the Observer today. No, you will be on later today and your program, so you can probably explore it.
What good journalism would piece up with that would have been in the first 2 paragraphs.
Yes.
So that's a full article.
All right, let.
I'm black, I'm proud, I'm old, I'm wiser. Now than then, I'm siding for change, revolution, forthwith, needed more than ever, evermore. The accomplish of PM no matter how they apply. Never done. Big up yourself, Devon. Man has a respect every time.
Let me just dig a little bit more to see what happened here. So it says the World Bank Group has projected that oil price will this year hit their highest level since Russia invasion of Ukraine. All right, so I'm seeing it right
That's
there.
correct. That's correct. Yeah.
So that's correct, Raleigh. So you're saying that on the face of it, we need some more information as to why it will not impact us.
If that's not in the article, the first 2 paragraphs, the editor has not been a good job. That's not a good article.
All right, we're good. Now, Raleigh, I want to look at the NARA, but before we get into some deeper issue there, the Senate, which is the same thing, the Senate was in session on Friday, where the government uses its majority and push through the bill. As we have been saying, that nothing that will come to the parliament that needs a simple majority. The government will not listen to anybody. They will just simply use that and push it through. We're seeing that here with the NARA bill. Now, Raleigh, what this mean is that it seems as if the opposition in the parliament is quote unquote a mere sitting duck. They will say a few things. They will raise their voice. Somebody will even pick up the mace.
This is why I'm here. Mainly, that argument I read just up is why I'm here. Or listen to this, Jamaica.
And so on. But at the end of the day, the government will have its way and so on. How can the people of Jamaica respond to that? Or how should the people of Jamaica respond to that? And what can the people do?
Well, the people of Jamaica have to recognize that elections have consequences. So those who have larger numbers of systems that we operate, they are the ones who are going to prevail. So it means that the people of Jamaica, when they are making a decision to vote, they must make a conscious decision. Those who do not vote must also know that they are making a conscious decision, because if you don't vote, you are voting for the winner. So
if you don't vote, you are voting for the winner. All the people that don't vote, that feel like say, oh, me not involved in no politics and Ray and man no vote. You're voting for who win. By not voting, you are a supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party. And only can be stubborn, I don't know what. Only can say, who is she say that, but the facts. What you stated a while ago is 100% facts. Let me play it again.
The government will have its way and so on. How can the people of Jamaica, with the NARA bill? No, Raleigh, what this mean is that it seems as if the opposition in the parliament is quote unquote a mere sitting duck. They will say a few things, they will raise their voice, somebody will even pick up the mace and so on, but at the end of the day, the government will have its way and so on. How can the people of Jamaica respond to that? Or how should the people of Jamaica respond to that? And what can the people do?
Well, the people of Jamaica have to recognize that
elections have consequences. So those who have the larger numbers of the system that we operate, they are the ones who are going to prevail. So it means that the people of Jamaica, when they are making a decision to vote, they must make a conscious decision. Those who do not vote must also know that they are making a conscious decision, because if you don't vote, you are voting for the winner. So that is the situation that you are faced with. Those who have the numbers prevail. So that's what is going to happen until, the answer is with the people. You have to study your country, know your country, and vote with your head and not your belly. So,
Good. But as it is now, Roddy, the truth is that the government has been selected for 5 years. But that is not unfettered. Certainly, you would expect the government to listen to the opposition, listen to the civil society. About 48 groups came out and they asked some serious questions. Jeanette Calder, Jamaica for Justice, to name a few. And the government still say, listen, they will not budge. And the major sticking point is about this governance body, governance structure, the board, and so on. Why do you think the government is so adamant, the Prime Minister is so adamant that he will not yield an inch on that?
Right, so go ahead, one question.
No, why do you think the Prime Minister will not yield? He will not listen to anybody. They look at certain amendments and they change some language here and there. But when it comes to the governance body, the board, they said, no, that's non-negotiable.
No, well, the point I'm making is that the people of Jamaica have had 10 years to observe the behavior of this government and this Prime Minister. And what they have observed over the 10 years that they have ignored is that the Prime Minister has these dictatorial tendencies. So why are you expecting to yield this time? That's why I'm saying that the people have to study their country.
Jamaica stopped voting in the belly. And Rasta Nyman is making the point that, listen, Andrew Honest showed you who he was for 10 years and not voting back in 2 terms. He showed you who he was, and you guys still voted for him. And the ones that didn't vote, you voted for him too. You guys have to take responsibility. Elections have consequences. Educate yourself. Read. You understand? And if you can't do all of those things, ask God to enlighten you. Pray to God. God will give you the answer. Believe it or not. I'm telling you, Audine, how you doing, Audine? Them applaud wickedness and it's still wickedness, so stop being a part of colluding. Donovan says, for real, long time I'm saying that. Them support the criminal in power by not voting. A lot of people was so pressed was so pressed at the polls too, Bolo. Well, they were suppressed. No, salute my brother Skip. Yo, through my next general life on TikTok, you see, you know what? I'm not gonna live same time. Them hour you film, isn't it? Not real life. So I say, you know what? Let me jump off. Real talk. Anyway, because me is a man who listen to film thing when in life. You understand what I say? So I say, I come off of TikTok. Right? And when I look for the numbers, then I not see my people, I not see the new people. So, you say, Chuck, make your phone go and rest till later, yeah, man. But anyway, later I go live, I go up on TikTok. Probably all this evening. I know it's a morning live this now. What time now? Type of error, yeah. Almost 1 o'clock, 20 minutes to 1. But yeah, rather stand up tell a liar, so never play it back.
As it is now, Roddy, the truth is that the government has been selected for 5 years. But that is not unfettered. Certainly, you would expect the government to listen to the opposition, listen to the civil society. About 48 groups came out and they asked some serious questions. Jeanette Calder, Jamaica for Justice, to name a few. And the government still say, listen, they will not budge. And the major sticking point is about this governance body, governance structure, the board, and so on. Why do you think the government is so adamant, the Prime Minister is so adamant that he will not yield an inch on that?
Right, so go ahead, one question.
No, why do you think the Prime Minister will not yield? He will not listen to anybody. They look at certain amendments and they change some language here and there. But when it comes to the governance body, the board, they said, no, that's non-negotiable.
No, well, the point I'm making is that the people of Jamaica have had 10 years to observe the behavior of this government and this Prime Minister. And what they have observed over the 10 years that they have ignored is that the Prime Minister has these dictatorial tendencies. So why are you expecting to yield this time? That's why I'm saying that the people have to study their country and know what they are doing when they vote. Because the Prime Minister has demonstrated these qualities over the last 10 years.
So outside of an election, what can the people do? Because they will now have to wait until we're just under a year in the new term. What can the people do outside of an election?
Well, you know what the people are doing right now? What the people are doing right now is trying to cope with the high cost of living, find money to send them to go to school, find money to have a dinner, find money to pay their bills. That's what the people are preoccupied with at this particular point in time. So anybody who's expecting the people to just go out there by themselves is, in a fool's errand. Because just given what is happening and given the importance of this bill and given that the society people are also against what is happening, given that the churches are against what is happening, it is the duty of the opposition to mobilize all those civil society groups and the churches, and then the people will follow them. So don't expect the people to just get up and people are struggling about the bus fare or the mobile phone, and so people are not about that on their own. Anybody will expect that, as I said, it's on a fool's errand. It is the opposition, because given that civil society people are included in those who are dissenting, nobody could accuse the opposition of politically sabotaging the government, because the civil society people are there. So the opposition is missing a golden opportunity to mobilize the entire country around this issue, because it's a national issue. That's what the people.
Jamaica, me agree partially with the rest of them, I say. I want to tell you a part of me agree with. The PNP have a golden opportunity for rally the people in a protest. Yeah, man. The argument the Rasta make is this, Nobody can say it's a political thing. Nobody can say, it lacks substance if they should rally a protest. So it's a smart thing. That's why I'm saying I can't come talk about it right now. Because when you know say me I defend the PNP, but I still feel say people spontaneously, given the pressures of life, come out. We don't need to wait for the opposition. However, I'm not saying the opposition is weak. I am not saying that. No. Not at all. The opposition has already organized protests. I'm not saying the opposition is weak. I did not see weakness in the parliament when they were giving the people the understanding of how terrible the Naira bill is. That is a form of protest. Almost every single person that is a part of the People's National Party that was given an opportunity to speak. Don't to my lady, listen, don't to my lady there from down there, what's your name? Oh my God, Miss Denise Daly. Don't to Miss Denise Daly come rip the Naira bill apart. There's no weakness in the PNP. Rubbish. That is a rubbish argument. They just have a different approach to how they do things, which you don't have to agree with. But that doesn't spell weakness. You understand what I say? And I believe subtly there's a lot of anytime you hear the argument there, it's an anti-Mark Golding argument. And it comes from some of the vloggers them too. Them just don't like Mark Golding. That's my opinion. And who are vex. I have heard it from vloggers, right? We support the PNP. Them no rate Mark Golding because he's a white man. Some of them are racist. Straight. So they want Mark Golding to operate the way how them want him to operate. Them not accept Mark Golding for the person that he is. You understand? That is the problem. Yeah, it's gonna get crazy in Jamaica. Peaches, big up yourself. But everybody entitled to their opinion. And I'm entitled to mine as well. And I believe the persons that say the PNP are weak, they really don't like. It's a Mark Golding problem they have. They would have loved to see somebody else around the PNP. Whoever that somebody else is for them. Any black man. That's them problem. So, what we see as strength is rah. You know what is strength? Knowledge. Knowing the Constitution. Taking these people to court, shutting down the bill so they can't abuse the people. Who did that? the PNP under Mark Golding. Several times they carry them to court and they make the government have to yield. You understand? But Mark Golding has taken many things out of Michael Manley book. What are you talking about? And Mark Golding has to be Mark Golding. Mark Golding cannot be Michael Manley. And Michael Manley was operating in a different space and time that required him to be like that. We are not in that same space and time right now. Context matter, you know, that I want to understand, you know. The feeling me I deal with, I mean, I try to say it as respectfully as I can. But some people don't really look at the context of things. If you look at the environment politically, what Michael Manley had to endure and go through. Mark Golding don't have those same realities now, brother or sister. It's a different reality. There's structure in place to oppose diplomatically. And that is the thing. Even my lady, they say, what's your name? Dr. Angela Brownberg. Some of the people in Jamaica would have loved to see the man fight in a parliament, fist to fist, and a lick man in their face. Some of them would have loved to see that. That don't see as strength. We don't know about diplomacy. We don't understand politics. Me see one of my colleagues them on the app put up Mark Golding and Andrew picture and say, good friends. I mean, I said, come on, bro. Really? This is the narrative where I try to show about that. But, hey, you're entitled to your opinion. You really are trying to sense that Mark Golding a friend with Andrew Honest. Come on, fam. Stop it. Stop it. If you can't see the energy between Mark Golding, it's not political theater. Go back and look at the debate between Mark Golding and Andrew Honest. It's not political theater, Jamaica. Andrew Honest was visibly upset. He don't like Mark Golding. And you see the way Mark Golding tear up the Naira bill class by class. Did you guys watch Andrew Honest's body language the whole time? Did you guys hear his response? When I time Andrew gets so frustrated, show man, brother. Like him I said, brother, you're too much now, man. Right? Andrew Honest. Oh my God, here we go. Here we go. No, everybody a part of lodge. You see, this is what I talk about, you know. This is what I'm talking about. Everybody is a part of the lodge. Everybody is a part of the lodge, you know. People hear about people in a lodge, in the government, and now everybody is a part of the lodge. I hope they can prove that. I hope they can prove that they claim there. Where you are make. But lodge. You think say, yeah, as a matter of fact, let me move on, because I'm not even about to entertain that argument.
People for this body. People are trying to accuse the opposition of politically sabotaging the government because the civil society people are there. Mm-hmm. So the opposition is missing a golden opportunity to mobilize the entire country around this people center.
So, Sir Mark Golding, somebody tag him, I'm going to click this up. Sir, the Right Honorable Mark Jefferson Golding. Any representative for the People's National Party that is listening to it. Peter Gay Ferguson, Mr. Lambert Brown. Who else potentially could be watching? Oh, Dr. Alfred Dawes. I know he's a man who I watch things in the day in the background I watch right now. As a fireman, I'm calling on the People's National Party to take this unsolicited advice. If you guys have not yet thought, well, I think you have thought about it. Because when I listen to, but if you have not yet thought about it, you guys need to do this. 40 plus civil society groups, plus the church coming out against the Naira bill, is more than validation for you to rally a protest publicly I would love to see at least 15,000 strong at that protest. Yes, man. 15,000 Jamaican will take a time out and say this is too important. I want to be a part of this. At least 15,000. At least. But I believe the People's National Party should organize this expeditiously, immediately, right away, pronto, quickly. All right? So, I agree with Ralston that this is a prime opportunity because you don't want to waste protesting as a political party because they can use it against us, say, yo, you're just trying to destabilize the government and have people get violent. You're trying to start a riot and a war and you're trying to destroy. You understand what I say? That is something where they can claim. But in this instance, because civil society of such a large amount of people have raised concerns and also the churches as well, couple pastor as well, that gives you the room now to say, listen, let us have this gathering. All right, so Scott, big up yourself. This is the wrong platform for you. You're the person that does not vote because you have this broad, myopic view that everybody is the same. That is your right to do so. But this conversation is not for you. You have made your point very, very clear. All right? All right, Vernon said, we need an all-island protest. Yes, I agree. I agree. We say, okay, but it must be the last protest rally by PNP. Bridging, let me tell you, man. Let me tell you. Jamaica $270 for one Pepsi. I'm glad to drink Pepsi. Whoa. $270 for one Pepsi. Alicia, what's up, my baby? Is this the same Alicia from TikTok? Is this the same Alicia from TikTok? So Alicia, why not put up a nice clean picture on your TikTok, on your YouTube? Last Saturday is 100% so. Duran Clark, $200 in a year place. In a some place at $270. What may I get to understand? $270 for one Pepsi. Remember I said they put tax on it. The sugary stuff, them in the beverages, you know. Non-alcoholic sugar beverages, so yeah. But Jamaica, may I hear from the grapevine say there is some rift in the JLP party between Babsy and one next lady. I don't know. Something, right? Something is not right. Where's the boy corner shop? Yes, the corner shop. Yeah, man, the corner shop. Yes, Duran. The corner shop at them place there, yeah, the money, you know? Yeah, everything I go up.
National issue. Most of the people from the squad. People aren't time for that. No, they're trying to stay. All them can survive.
So, Ron, you're saying, in your view, the opposition PNP, led by Mark Jefferson Golden, it is there, the ball is in their court to basically mobilize the people along with the civil society and go there because the people are not just going to basically get up and move on their own. They need leadership.
Simple. You expect the people to do that. The people are trying to find a breakfast this morning and find a lunch today and a dinner this evening. There's not enough time to deal with anything. Yeah.
And a Roman boom.
If people that the 28 civil society groups are a part of the dissenting voices, nobody in their right sense or who respect Jamaica could accuse the opposition of politicizing the issue because the civil society groups and the churches are involved. So it is the job of the opposition to mobilize all those people and then the people will follow.
Do you see a mark?
Solid. Solid point by Rasta there, man. Solid. Jamaica, solid point by Rasta there, man. Me not tell no life, but fam. You see, one of the reasons why when people was talking about the People's National Party if you go up to protest, I said, I don't understand diplomacy, bro. Like, the man them can't just go out and a protest about everything, so brother. The man them a go pre them like say, oh, them a try to stir up violence like a revolution they want to start. They can use that against them. Yeah, £1 a yam, £1 a yam of $600 Jamaica. What do you want me to do? Election of consequences. Election of consequences. Even though we get hit by Hurricane Melissa, even though the war going on in Iran, the way how the government responds on behalf of the people, election of consequences, Jamaica. So only when I vote for the JLP, I hope the pressures of this time affect you the most. I really do. Genuinely. So you can learn. Yeah, man. Me tell you the truth, I'm not going to run you. Yeah, I want it to affect you the most. You will never vote, and you will vote for the JLP. Yes, I only want it to affect the most. Yeah, man, I want to live through it too, you know. I don't want nothing to know. We don't feel learn. Audience must blur, not feel. Only if you see a man not certified, I want to stay suburbs and go vote back for you. Eh? What Andrew do? Andrew chicken in wicked, Andrew chicken in wickedness, you know. Andrew goes suburbs and say, I want to them. I want to them. Go this side. I say what the man saying, me I take my pay. Am I retroactive? What retroactive mean? Back pay. All of the money we never did take from the time when the money did the race, Andrew take all of that right after we get hit by a hurricane. The man telling you exactly who he is. The man telling you exactly who he is. If you let me deal with, I tell you. But what is? Right, did I want to go on there, so? No, man. No, man. Mighty God. Jamaica, me I read something here, but me can't give it talk. Find them something there. No. What a thing. What a day. Oh, man. What you say? Stop saying what? Oh, listen. What did I say? What's that to do with that?
Mark Gordon having this courage to lead.
To the job of the opposition to mobilize all those people, and then the people will follow.
Do you see a Mark Gordon having this courage to lead this charge? You know, get his party active, go rally with civil society, the church, and so on, and really go out there and deal with this. You see that opposition showing that mettle to do this rally?
Well, he hasn't done that, so it is clear. He hasn't done that. He hasn't done that. And I'm saying to you, we're seeing peaceful protests, capital peaceful protests all over the world. So all of this rubbish about violence and this crap. Yeah, simple.
Good. Raleigh, in the Senate and Friday.
So, I don't know. I don't agree with Raleigh on that part there. Say a rubbish about violence. I don't agree with that. I don't. But two things here and true at the same time. This is the prime opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Given all the support from civil society, nobody can use the argument about violence or stirring up violence against the PNP. Them can't do it. You see me?
Keith Duncan, who sat on, was a chairman, former chairman of EPAC, you know, he said to the country, through the Senate, that he drew this terms of reference for EPAC and so on, and you know, a lot of things that he did, and it was that why the EPAC signed and so on. Your founding member, Raleigh, I gather that Colin Bell would have spoken to Dr. Peter Phillips. Dr. Phillips cannot recall anything like this. He was the Minister of Finance and so on. Could a Keith Duncan draw those terms of reference? We have that mandate so to do, and so is it that Duncan basically lied to the chamber? To the people of Jamaica?
Well, as Dr. Phillips he said that he dealt with that with Dr. Phillips, and as Dr. Phillips said, he cannot recall that. So, yeah, I would more go with what Dr. Phillips has said. Yeah, and in terms of relationships with the IMF, it is the Minister of Finance, Financial, who was Devon Rowe at that time, and the Governor of the Bank of Jamaica, who was Brian Winter at that time. So, if Dr. Phillips can't recall that, then what Dr. Phillips says stands. Additionally, based on the relationships with the IMF, the terms of reference and such about it, people like Devon Rowe, who was the financial secretary, would have had to play a key role. Duncan was nothing at that time, so I cannot see how he could be the man who would be responsible for that.
So this what Duncan said in the Senate.
And by the way, additionally, I was kind of appalled when somebody called me and told me that he was saying that, because one of the first things that you do when you become a member of EPOP is to sign a confidentiality clause.
Oh, therefore he would have reached a conference there. That
precisely. Precisely.
But let's say, you know, where he sat at the time, it would not be his remit to draw any terms of reference.
No, that would be the Minister of Finance, and as I said, Devon was the Financial Secretary of the Bank of Jamaica, would have had to play an important role. In that, Keith Duncan was just an ordinary person running a bank at that time.
Good. Raleigh, we know that, you know, at the end of the day, it's what the government doing, remove the Prime Minister in this case, appoint senators, appoint ministers and so on. And we know we have made several calls for to see people be removed and so on. So that will have to be done by the PM. But based on the utterance from a Keith Duncan and what Dr. Phillips said, and when we dig deeper, if it's proof that Keith lied to the Parliament, the Senate, and by extension the people of Jamaica, do you believe that his resignation or firing should be the offense?
No, that's not going to happen, because all of the members of the government like the Parliament, so that's not happen.
That's not going to happen. And also, yeah. and also once he's appointed to the Senate, he would have to step aside on his own volition.
Yeah, man, that's not happen. And by the way, Keith Duncan never attended many EPOP meetings. He sent Damon Brown to represent him.
The truth is, Raleigh, that based on what we're hearing, is that Biles is slated to demit office. And there's a kind of jockeying for the position as we understand it. We heard the name Arbin Hill mentioned and so on. Do you believe that this latest salvo from Duncan is basically to buttress his resume to be looked at as one of the possible candidates for governor of the bank of Jamaica?
Yeah, maybe, but that would be a very bad decision, because he doesn't have the competence to do that.
He doesn't have the competence. What about Arbin Hill? Do you believe that he Neither. So
Patrick Hilton would be a better candidate.
Yeah, because Patrick Hilton is also mentioned as the former top man at NCB there. So of all the
I would support that candidate.
You support Hilton?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anybody else that on the top of your head that you can think of, Raleigh?
No, I'm just going off the names that I've heard. Yeah, so I said Patrick would be the best bet. He has the most experience of all and competence of all those names.
Good. All right, Raleigh, the NARA bill was passed in the upper house. Do you believe that NARA and the Fast Jamaica framework can truly reduce the bureaucratic delay that have been historically shown in Jamaica?
Well,
Only can go check out the rest of that, but that part them didn't really want to highlight. The protests, the gathering the people them. Based off how I hear the chairman saying at the interview with Colin Bell, protest is definitely on the cards. Going to court is definitely there on the top of the cards in terms of combating the Nara bill. Because, alright, what have we seen? What have we seen? We have seen that the Jamaica Labour Party really don't care what the public says. If the cry is not loud enough, them no business. And even when the people in cry out, if they don't really hammer it home, if they left any room, I don't say that we alright with something, the Jamaica Labour Party will bring it back down to a level. Give you an example. When you remember the car seat them, for the little baby them, yeah man, when you remember that? When the taxi man then so them are going to stop car picnic. Because them not take the ticket from the police. Because when them car picnic, them have to have one child seat in a car. Them thing there. If the people them never stand up like that, that never have nothing to do with the opposition, you know. If the people them never stand up like that, I make them know that this can't work. Power of the people. But the Jamaican people them, let me tell you, this is what me get from Rastana, man. Rastana man know Jamaican people and still. And he might expect the opposition to nudge them, to wake them up. They need a nudge. And that's why I say, I agree with him. But this misconception of persons that think that the PNP is soft. You don't know history of PNP, you don't know the PNP now. They think it did easy with 14 member of parliament, in our parliament and still be effective. To the point where they carry the government to court and fight in our bill. Knowledge is strength. Being in the know and having understanding. That is the strength. So that's what them use to fight the government. Yeah, if the church lead the protest, that's even better. Yeah. If the church lead the protest, it's even better. Because you see this Nara bill going to affect everybody, you know. And I see more negative than positive, given the current nature of the bill. You feel me I deal with? Them a deal with a dictatorship type of style. Fighting a dictator, fire with fire. It's sometimes necessary in certain cases. But me a lean away from that are like last resort. I just really believe that the people of Jamaica is the one that dropped the ball at September 3rd. No people can say gone already, but we can't pass September 3rd. I just feel like say the sufferation we are at right now are something where the people them have to go through. We are going to lead them to come to that light bulb moment where the light click on in them head and they say, oh my God. Especially the Labour, them and the one them will never vote. For whatever reason. Oh my God, we made a terrible mistake. Yeah, we made a terrible mistake. Some people want to have the conversation about a colonial system. Okay. I mean, which one of the parties want to move away from the colonial system? People's National Party. Who wants to keep the Privy Council? The Labour right there. Which is the power structure of the colonizer. So, what are we talking about at this point? We're not talking about nothing. You cannot compare the PMP with the JNP and say they are the same. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. You have colleagues that are close, yeah. I'm not comfortable with some of that, but is that an indictment totally? If you say, no. Once you are in this space with people, yeah, it is what it is. In our working environment, might go out to have a drink. This when they start invite people in your yard now, got different. There's levels. When they start invite people in your yard, total different. Give me a second there, guys.
I saw the opportunity to do something at a very low cost that was still a high caliber educational experience and would give me a real degree. That was very attractive to me.
Within in this country, if you become the governor of the Bank of Kenya,
Tax if you are not in Jamaica.
Well, you have your broker, contact a broker in Jamaica. You can also do them online thing, NCB Capital Markets. And so then go to the website at NCB Capital Markets and do the transaction.
All right, Ronnie. The net international reserve tumbled by 400 million in 1 month.
454 million, yeah.
454 million. And you also said that at the time when the net international reserve was tumbling, the Jamaican dollar was increasing in value.
Yeah.
Explain why you have a problem with that. Teach us why that is an issue.
So a problem with that because in economics, when something is scarce, the price of it increase. That's one. So that is how the market's supposed to work. Demand and supply. If you have excess supply, the price is supposed to fall. If you have excess demand, the price is supposed to increase. The BOJ intervened in the foreign exchange markets because the markets look at numbers like the trade deficit, look at what is going to happen to tourism, look at what is going to happen to remittances, and then they make that decision. So it means that, next thing, if your inflation rate is running above your trading partner, in order to maintain your competitiveness, yeah, you have to keep the exchange rate at a particular value or allow it to depreciate. So for example, US inflation core 3.2%, Jamaican inflation 4.3%. So the dollar is not supposed to be moving up against the US dollar, it's supposed to be moving down. Last year, the exchange rate was 161, 160. Yeah, we haven't exported anything. In fact, go back to even the Arbinian thing. Arbinian is the Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, the business ministry. Jamaica's merchandise exports have been falling for over 12 months. For the whole of last year, exports were down by 13.4%. You get that?
Yes.
13.4%.
So it's a minister who have been feeling the plan they put in the Bank of Jamaica.
Precisely. So how you explain how the currency appreciates? Your inflation rate higher than your trading partner. Your exports are declining. Your trade deficit is widening. There's suspicion about your tourism industry and your remittance sources, which are what is used to fund the trade deficit. So how the currency appreciates? Who do economics?
Question from the chat.
Calling the Jamaican people.
All right, a question from the chat room, Matthew. Please ask Raleigh to explain why the Middle East war is causing fuel price to go up when only 2%, and it's not 2%, it's 20%, comes from that area.
So some people put up this picture, right? And I'm a brethren on the app, put up this picture and want us to believe that these two are friends. Jamaica. Let's not be silly. Don't be silly, bro. Come on, bro. That's a craziness, fam. Yo, Virgin. Well, I'm telling you, man. Them people is they don't understand diplomacy, fam. They don't understand diplomacy. But let's continue.
Well, the answer to the question simply because 20% of the oil comes from that area. World demand is 100 million barrels per day. So if you only have 80 million barrels per day and people don't know when the thing are clear, then naturally the price must go up. That's simple. Demand and supply, I can tell you how the market works.
And also speculation.
Because the speculators are always there, you have destabilizing speculators. So speculators look down the road and say, yo, this thing can go to as high as 150. Yeah, so then trade on that basis. Remember, oil is an international market, and the man who drill the oil actually sell the oil. Traders buy the oil from them and then create a market. So naturally it must go. So every time there's a skirmish in the Gulf, every time Trump or BBC said the war is going to continue, naturally the price of oil go because oil is what flow through the state. Once you have war around, they say disrupt the flow of oil. Simple.
Somebody's asking, Colin, you have a morning program now. Well, we have a Saturday morning program and a Sunday morning program. Yesterday morning, we did not have a program, so we're having a program this morning. And the truth of the matter is, listeners and viewers, we are really thinking about doing something like this. But you have to tell us what you want if you want it. But it is something that is on it. Oh, yes.
That's simple.
That's
simple.
Yeah, you got it. So, my problem is all they think that they can grow the economy for direct investment and then not doing anything inside the country to grow the economy.
Well, that's a very good point, and I mean, we're not so sure as to what that trade team will accomplish because that economy, all of that section of the world, and all of Europe has some serious economic problems now because of the war. So investors are really more paying it safe, running into things like gold and precious metals and all of those things.
The following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
This is Dwayne Vance, Member of Parliament for Central Westport, and I'm calling on the government to urgently address the ongoing housing crisis affected families displaced by Hurricane Melissa, as residents who were housed at the Petersville shelter still remain without the permanent accommodation they were promised months ago. My comments come in response to recent statements made by the Minister of Local Government and Community Development, Desmond McKenzie, regarding the relocation of displaced residents from the Petersfield High School shelter. I am not engaging in any quarrel with Minister McKenzie. My concern is with the people who were promised homes and are still waiting. The government's publicly announced May 8 deadline was never simply about residents leaving the shelter. It was presented as part of a broader commitment to transition displaced families into suitable and permanent housing. Residents were informed that 50 houses would be constructed for affected families, with 20 units expected in the first phase of the development. However, as of May 9, only 6 bases have reportedly been laid at the proposed site, with no completed housing structures and no supporting infrastructure, including water, sewage, or electricity. These are not political claims. These are conditions that currently exist on the ground and can be verified by anyone who visits the location. I am also deeply concerned about the condition of the temporary accommodation to which residents were relocated. The move was poorly coordinated and wholly inadequate for families already displaced by disaster. Residents arrived to find unsanitary and rat-infested conditions and were forced to clean the facility themselves before occupying the space. Families who have already endured the trauma of losing their homes should never have been placed in those circumstances. It is unacceptable. Attempts to shift blame towards the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation are also misleading, as municipal corporations fall under the Ministry of Local Government. This should not become a PNP versus JLP issue. The focus must remain on the commitments made to the people and whether those commitments are being fulfilled. I also wish to clarify that the ROOFs program is administered through the Ministry of Labour and Social Security and not through constituency offices. I do not approve recipients, disburse funds, or administer the program. Those responsibilities fall under the ministry. My responsibility is to the people of my constituency who are still affected by this crisis, and I will continue to stand with them until every promise made to them is delivered.
Visit our website at pnp.org.jm or check us out on Facebook at Jamaica PNP.
You saw me showing you, so this are the site in Jamaica. Ken R, this are the site, you know, where them say them are going to have the container home them, you know. For the people them have a more permanent residence, you know. Right, that's so, you know. Nothing there about some foundation in Jamaica. And at May 8th, supposed to be the deadline, I know on May 11th, and you see the man release this. This a video I released today, you know, 5 hours ago, you know. So I'm going to make you hear what I'm saying on the TikTok. I just want to show you while I'm talking, so I'm going to go to TikTok.
I would like to have an opportunity to ask my question. Member from Denham Town? Yeah.
Members, the arcade pump has been removed because of mechanical issues.
Not aware of it undertake to get back to you now.
I beg your pardon, Minister.
Not aware of the specific local issue, but undertake to get back to you now.
Very well, thank you.
Chairman, I would love if you would cheer alone. We have so much cheerleaders over there that I would love to see you cheering alone. Mr. Chairman,
I would like to have an opportunity to ask my...
Big up. I like that clip there. Top 3 classic veteran women. Yep. Let me see. Let me do it Vaz.
Today is Friday, May 8th, the day when all persons in shelters across Jamaica should be moving to suitable locations based on what the minister said. Well, we are here today, and the minister made some pronouncements yesterday that the deadline has been met and everyone has left the shelters. But what the minister is not telling you is that the promise that was made is for persons in the shelters at Petersfield to be relocated to suitable location at the site that we are standing right now. This is where the 50 houses are supposed to be put, where the government has said the houses are here in Jamaica. But as you can see, the only thing that has been done so far is about 6 big been built. No sewage put in, no water put in, so therefore the site is definitely not ready. This was a promise made by the minister to the residents that were staying at the Petersfield shelter. So they are disappointed again. So the pronouncements made are simply not true. Missed deadlines after missed deadlines is what we are seeing here at Petersfield as we speak right now. Even yesterday when the persons were being removed from the shelter, the place where they are being put was not ready. This was at the teacher's flat beside of the school. The place was not cleaned up. No electricity was there. No water was there. The persons had to move by themselves, had to lift up the mattress and carry on them head over to the place. They had to clean it up themselves. It's actually when they were finished cleaning, that is when the fire truck came to assist, when they already got a power wash to clean up the place. So it showed that this was just a last minute decision. It was a hurried move to get the people out there because they wanted to say they met the deadline. But the real promise was really to move them to suitable accommodation, and that accommodation was referenced to right where we are standing at this property in the Shrewsbury area. So this again shows up the minister, and the minister must take full responsibility. It shows the level of incompetence from the minister.
That's right.
And I'm calling on the Prime Minister to step in right now and assist to ensure smooth transition for these people at the shelter so they can have dignity and pride in where they're staying.
Come on now.
It was just this morning when we spoke to them, where somebody had did some work and got them the light last night, got them some water, but there are still some issues where the electrician still needs to come back today to try to remedy the issues. The toilet bowls in some of the places is not working. So it is obvious again that the place was just not ready. It was a hurried move just to satisfy what they had said earlier. So we're calling on the Prime Minister, please assist the residents at the shelter in Shrewsbury and get them to where was promised to them. Another issue highlighted by the residents when they went there to clean up: rat infestation. And all over the property, rats, left, right, and center. And if we're being serious, right now we are talking about the hantavirus. And people across the world are scared. Jamaicans are saying they're scared. The ministry is saying we should be prepared.
You know, please do it, Vaz. Just keep up the pressure and keep up the good work. I'll say it again. I don't want to hear nobody have nothing else to say. Brother, do what you're supposed to do. Because you're in one of the hottest zone in terms of people affected. So, you know what I mean? We don't know where your day-to-day look. But do your best. Everything is wrong. You know? Everything is wrong, Sassidi.
Prepared, and they are prepared. But imagine having this virus threatening Jamaica right now and threatening the world. And we're sending persons to a place that was not properly cleaned up before the person.
No light, no water.
Is this how you care for the persons of Peter Street?
Madness, fam. Madness.
Today is
Madness.
Friday, May 8th.
Madness. Madness. And this is how the opposition have to continue to do. Every time the government make a commitment, and them about the commitment. Because you see, what the government do, you know, they're not giving updates, you know. It's only when somebody come criticize, that's the time when they open their mouth. Only when the person come criticize Jamaica, you hear them open their mouth. And that's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. Un momento. Where is it?
I wanna give you some sweet. I wanna.
Mr. Olney, sir, what I don't understand, Ola. What I don't understand here, people, Mr. Olney, imagine people from Westmoreland call me, a group of mothers call me.
Listen to this.
And letting me know what they're going through at the moment down there.
Don't get sleepy, man. Get sleepy already.
And I speak on the situation. I'm
going to take an afternoon nap.
This is what
Real
Jamaica
talk.
don't to know. Why not come argue with me for? I don't see these people, them only tell me say them support the Jamaica Labour Party, but guess what? I see them as people, I see them as my sister them. I see them as people, I don't see them as no green. And this is the problem when you all have the way on a diet and full. You want to stand out for color and hide what is really going on. Who not try hide for? Mr. Honest, I'm sick in our head. I'm sick in our head, man. I'm sick in our head. If it's Mr. Honest, I'm not hide things for. I'm well sick. If I'm not hiding for Mr. Honest. This gone to dog now, this gone. Jesus Christ. The people in my friends. See Mr. Otis and Mr. Otis not fighting for them.
Think about that.
They start fight for themselves.
Think about
that. That is what I need to do. Start fighting for yourself. That is what y'all need to do. Start fighting for yourself. And stop fighting for somebody that is not fighting for you all. It don't make no sense. Like, we're not serious.
They're well serious.
This has to be one big old joke.
Not a joke.
To God. The people them are quarrel with me and I say me chat too much. Who don't say me chat too much for a lie, me I tell you. Nobody from them they don't call me. So then basically I say, alright then, no labor right now down there. It's all PNP down there, I suffer. I'm sick in my head. When I die, I click till I'm full. When I'm sick, that is all we can tell you.
You're sick with you enough?
As a nation, I'm well sick.
No, and she her diagnosis, she's not a doctor, but they are sick. They are truly in a very bad place mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. They are sick. Yeah, man, them sick for true, man. Terrible.
Mr. Onis, you need to go down to Westmoreland.
Oh, that's the video they want to talk about.
That's all we can tell them right now. Never see this before in my damn life. People sit down and I take up for government. When the government doing damn bad. And take up for my government when he's doing that. I don't want to government. Mr. Onis, sir, what?
UK issues updated travel advisory for Jamaica. Hold on there. Wait. UK travel advisory update for Jamaica. Alright, so as of January 17, 2026, the United States Department reduces, okay, not a US, a UK may I talk about. Oh. As of May 11th, the UK Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office (FCDO) warns British tourists to exercise increased caution in Jamaica, specifically highlighting a rise in sexual assault at top resorts. Mighty God! Jamaica, when I hear that? Let me read that again. I'm having page pick up on a while ago and see the article, but me go straight to Google. It says here that the UK Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, FCDO, warns British tourists to exercise increased caution in Jamaica, specifically highlighting a rise in sexual assault at top resorts, beach areas, and on excursions. Jeez and peace. The update urges vigilance in social settings and notes ongoing infrastructure recovery in the West after Hurricane Melissa. Sexual assault reports indicate an increase in sexual assault within tourist areas, including all-inclusive hotel resorts and popular tourist spots. Perpetrators have often met victims socially at bars or hotels. Yo, unfortunately, some of the worst. Where's about lie? Where's about lie, Saturday? Yeah, you mean lie like lie, or I lie them I tell the truth? Listen, my man. All the tourists them. We need to be very careful here. Everyone on. Especially the ladies them. You guys are what you call prime targets. For many different reasons. It's not a lie. Oh, that kind of lie. Wow, okay. Got you. Unfortunately, the government has lied to us, for my people that live in the States and other places, UK. The government has lied to us about the state of crime. Some of the police them involved in the crime too. May I tell you, there is a cultural problem in Jamaica. The women get abused, the women are afraid. They get abused physically. The women are afraid. A lot of the women are afraid. The men are too aggressive. And they're even more aggressive with foreigners. Because it's a race and a competition to try and get the girl to get opportunity. Whether it's a person who a hustler and they try to sell whatever he must sell, or he want the hook up and or both things. He want the hook up so he can go overseas or whatever. Honestly, Steve Mix, it's nothing new, but it's getting worse. Did you read the article in the newspaper about the young lady that was unalived and apparently her mother called the parents or family members overseas to tell them that your daughter was unalived by my son? So here, did you guys read that? There's a fun. Listen, it's an issue for years, but I'm telling you, everything is rising now. Everything is rising. There's more gigolos in the street right now. Them call them gigolo. There's more gigolos in the street right now. A lot of the things that Jamaican men do that they think is normal and okay, it's not normal and okay in those countries, especially the UK. It's a very, very serious thing. So now we already have the war that is pretty much against us in this like, you know, it's a lot. And I'm kind of at a loss of words because, you know, people might think so me I try to tear down Jamaica, but I'm a man and I'm telling you, a lot of these men don't know how to communicate with these ladies. And they don't have the emotional intelligence. They don't know if to take rejection. I'm going to tell you something, you see. I think we should learn from other people's mistakes. One, me not encourage nobody to go out there in the world and sin. However, if it is that is what you're going to do, especially when it comes on to, and this should really be for any woman, but especially when it comes on to foreigners, because they have not, how should I put it, been acclimated to this dysfunctional culture between men and women in Jamaica. Y'all need to keep that toxic energy to yourself. Yeah. You really need to do that. If you're going to go into the field and be a gigolo, at least learn principles of the culture so you can further better communicate and, you know. I'm not tooting myself from ever since I know myself. I promise you. I promise you, if a foreigner doesn't see me as their cup of tea, it's cool. Hell, what? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna be upset with them, bro. A lot of these men out here, brother, them try to control the woman, them, and they don't understand, say. You cannot control somebody, and the other thing is, when a woman really likes you, you don't need to try and control her. Respect is at the forefront. When you come on respect, it is what it is. You understand? She know, she just know. She not cross you, bro. She not disrespecting you. And you must also have a responsibility to recognize the type of woman we are dealing with. Them man are Jamaican easy. The man are jiggle and the man are try to wife some girl where don't want to be wifed. Like she literally is here to have a good time. So when she talk to you, and you see the next man I talk to her, is because she's entertaining the next man. You don't own the girl, brother. And of them thing they cause a whole heap of conflict, and then you hear say the foreign woman and the brother have, you know, words, and they get from words to something else. And listen, a lot of the man them too possessive, like, bro, you just meet the girl. You don't even know her appearance, you don't know anything about her. You don't know who she is for real and what her people are capable of. And you are out here. Man, listen. Y'all play some very dangerous games. That's all I'm saying, man. All I'm saying. Y'all gigolos in the street play a very dangerous game. You're in the open. You're into the clubs and everything. You're easy to be found. Very easy. Stop it. Start acting like you have some sense and think beyond the moment. It's okay, she reject you, bro. It's alright. You don't make your pride fool you, fam. If anyone listen to me right now, don't make your pride fool you. Respect is at the top of the line for sure. If a girl come along and you decide that the life they want to live in, just want to have a good time, a lot of you be bringing these chicks to y'all houses for real. Bro, what is wrong with y'all, man? Anybody to your house, fam? You gotta have boundaries, my dude. You gotta have boundaries. Same if she comes and she's at the hotel. I know there's a lot of women that's not gonna allow anybody to come to their hotel. And that's wise. Steve Mix said, I have worked in the hotel industry all my life until I migrated. Trust me, I can write a book. Bro, I can imagine you can write several books. Not just one book, bro. You need a series. Working in the hotel industry is a whole different ball game than actually being like a gigolo and, you know. Yeah. But then the man in Jamaica, you guys say you're gallus, but y'all hung up over one girl and she rejected you, so what? Rolling Stone, baby. Remember, you're gallus. You don't have a problem getting girls. Move on. You're gonna give up your freedom. Bro, I'm telling you, you guys are easy to find, fam. And if the police want to find you, them can find you overseas or otherwise. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Brother, when you guys recognize you're dealing with a demon or a Jezebel, leave the Jezebel alone, bro. I promise you, a Jezebel will destroy your life. Just read the Bible, man. I promise you, a Jezebel will destroy you. Like, everything that you built in a minute because of a Jezebel, all of it is gone. 1 minute. But like I said, it goes both ways. You guys are a part of the problem. And the dude, you see the man them, for the core issue, the man them where assault the lady them sexually, that's another thing. Learn what sexual assault is. Respect the law and follow the law. Stop touch up people, bro. Especially the woman them, brother. Some of you guys, your hands are too friendly, fam. That's not your girl. You just met the girl. Alright, so when you look at the law, right? If you are married to a woman for how much years? You know, by the law, you can grape your wife. That should tell you everything what you need to know. You have to operate with discipline, fam. And then when you're talking about a foreigner, bro, I should do a tell lie on you, bro. Your life is over, fam. You need to start moving with more sense. You know what I mean? Y'all need to stop it, man. Stop putting yourself in these compromising positions. Emotional intelligence. Yeah, because you can't get the female that want to unalive her, but you say you're gallus. How stupid is that? How evil is that? That's the one that got away. So what? Ruin your life, her life, her family's life because she didn't like you? She wasn't feeling you like that? Bro, y'all really gotta read the room, man. Y'all really got to read the room. When a woman is really into you, it shows. It shows, bro. Easily shows. Sometimes y'all don't pay attention, but you know, you should. And then you'd have to equally be into her as well. So it has to be a mutual thing. Those are the things that work out. There's a few telltale signs that a woman really check for you. Real talk. So yeah, man, y'all gotta stop this, bro. See, now we on the UK list. Lord have mercy. And they are telling them to avoid the areas them in the western side of the island because those places don't have electricity, water supply, and the health infrastructure like hotels are not up and running. This is a comprehensive stuff. This is comprehensive right here. This is comprehensive right here. Jamaica travel advice 5 days ago. www.gov.uk. Alright, look at yourself. Big up yourself on that.
Good morning.
I would like to. Morning, the fellow TikTok page. But like I'm going to see me. I'm going to see me serious. We have a two for this whole situation now. You know what? We decided right in here. Nothing about what I think was very naturally. Head transferred or that you may say, Missy, I want to things I want in Jamaica. With the whole debate, with the whole tag Cynthia with Andrew and Mark Bolo in them. I carry on down Jamaica then. Andrew I chat about $20 for water and this and that. But me come to want somebody.
Real talk. Man, listen. Born again, Wagwan. Can you imagine somebody will have a STD, a grape? Hey. And they will know enough and have that problem, you know. You have people take revenge on genders, you know. On both sides, woman and man, give up the coup de murder quite easily. Give it up quite easily. Why? Because they want to hurt them. Right? Man, and then the woman them do it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Boy, listen, man. If you out there in the streets, bro, make sure, bro. Man, it's better if you get married, bro. Better if you ask God for a wife. I'm telling y'all right now, bro. Leave these streets alone, bro. Leave these streets alone, bro. I'm telling y'all. Yo, at this point, I can't even call it Russian roulette. It's not. Imagine a 5. All right, how much barrels is in a revolver? I'm not a gun person, so I'll have to look that up, right? Yeah. How much barrels is in a revolver? I'm saying a revolver, Lord have mercy. How much bullet can hold in a revolver? How much bullet can hold in a 38 special? 5 or 6 rounds. Alright. So usually you would use a... Oh my God. Somebody I try to call me on straight. Don't call me. God have mercy. Doing that, man. As a matter of fact. Oh yeah, I believe it's this phone. I believe it's this phone the line up right now. If I'm not mistaken. That floor? No. It's not. You guys can hear me still, man? So you have 6 or 5 rounds. The way how the streets is right now, if there's 6 bullets in a revolver and you're playing Russian roulette, if you're using a revolver to play Russian roulette, a 38 special, you would have 3 bullets in the chamber. Out of the 6 that can hold. It's pretty much 50-50. You getting some type of STD. Especially if you live overseas. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. So, being in the streets, bro. I saw, who was it? Christopher Tufton on the streets the other day. And, you know, he was pretty much talking about jacket and them something there. You understand? And I'm here to tell you, say 50-50, bro, when I play, when I ramp with the life. Yeah, when they're married, they can do the very same thing. You're right about that. Well, listen to that. That video look like it old, but more here it still.
Specifically, from my community where we come from. Ilian Green, otherwise known as Sister Green, from Coffee's Pen, Lacover, around January. Your host, the right side of me piece I want to be having with him. When I don't, you can't donate, come and have it. May I ask you, please, Miss Labor Right Woman, may I beg you, please, Lego Mark Golden t-shirt. Lego off a Mark Golden a PNP because you said dirty PNP, so through me a dirty PNP, me a answer. Lego Mark Golden shirts. Me I beg you please. Move your dibby blood clot and go. You come upon class, man. You somebody to class somebody? Yeah, somebody for your class somebody. You're all tired about you say you're Christian every day, you get up in a church and actual God not like a man, you wicked little blood clot you. A from me know now jump up and say labor right, and what you have to show the labor right. You have something to show the labor right when you rough chat, oh we don't want hands out and we don't want things, we don't have it. We don't have nothing like a mistake here. We do not have it. Actually, my goal in a time like call me because I left him make no blood clot down there suffer. And nobody know if talk for you. Because you a piece of shit because you him a fight for. You know blood clot him a fight for. So you can have a better life. Every day you get up a classy man or a classy man go to classy man. My goal in ball in a wealth. Generational wealth we have and we don't have it. 95% of Jamaican no have it. And in born in I think he have to do this. And upon top of that, man having blood clot.
Right there, so mama. Minus the bad word them. That is it. That's how people don't understand. Mark Golding does not have to do this. And it's not him alone. Multiple politicians I have heard stated that I don't have to be here now. I don't have to be here. Miss Mazika Thame in the Senate, she has said it. She don't have to be there. You understand? Just understand. Understand.
Profession. A man is a liar by profession. Miss, if you never know, let me tell you. Me notice every time you see Gleaner, Observer, and everybody posting to your jump on him and your classy man, go your classy man, and you fi pay tax. You fi pay him. You one day fi make pay your followers them and Andrew and him followers them. I'm gonna fi pay you fucking fool. You have money fi pay tax? But every country pay tax, yes, but at how? How we tax pay? And what to get tax? You look ugly, you're ugly like a haggard when you not create good. You come over here, I come class people and I come call dirty people and I come. Who is you to call people dirty? Who is you to call people dirty? I went in my dirty days, my dirtiest day, I feel your cleanness. Come and come call people dirty people. Y'all laugh yourself, baby. Y'all laugh yourself, y'all go like y'all feed people. Y'all feed nobody. Me not feed you and you not feed me. Move your little bit blood clot and go. You're all tired too much. And every day you get up with your Christian and I come post pain about this and that. Me notice nobody can say nothing about Andrew no run and come. Go suck out to the moment.
Oh yeah, la. Mighty God, she got to order now. Here we're Marvin are going with over here.
You know, it's Mother's Day. And it just feels a little bit different than all the other Mother's Day. There are so many mothers across Jamaica who would have liked to do like what some other mothers are doing now. At a party, a nice dinner, a gathering that pretty much celebrates them.
True.
But instead, they are mourning. They are mourning and they're traumatized. I just got off the phone with a mother from Runaway Bay. His son was one of the contractors who erected the wall of Bahia Principe. He's a contractor. Some of the residents, she said, have it that he's a don because he's using money and pretty much help to give back to the community. So tomorrow night, 8 p.m., I'm going to be having her and his girlfriend on my program to pretty much talk to Jamaica about what has been happening with him and his encounter with the police. They have been coming multiple times for him. They've got on the station, and of course, the same thing that I did. Them say he's not wanted. They don't have nothing for him down there. There's no warrant out for his arrest. So why are you constantly coming for him? Why are you constantly coming to the house at 4 a.m. and 3 a.m. in the mornings? Why is it the Jamaica police are going at people's home at 2, 3, and 4, and 5 o'clock are morning time for persons who there's no warrant out for their arrest. There's no warrant out for their arrest. Before the lady called me, there's another lady from Westmoreland who called me about her son that was murdered. There was no warrant out for his arrest. I got another call from an employer for his employee that was murdered in Mandeville. The car that was shot up in Mandeville Friday night. The employer for one of the young men called me and said, my youth, you know you have to destroy about the youth then. That youth that worked with me for a couple of years now. And I want to be my best worker. That youth is a criminal. He said the Thursday before them killing me Friday night, I rent one car. The car with him drive is a rental because the Thursday was his birthday. He must say, yo, I celebrate you, then I celebrate. He said, I don't know what happened if that car was implicated in something, but the youth are not a criminal from me now. I was supposed to meet with his mother today. So this Mother's Day is one where right now I should not spend some time with my mother. I'm just call her this morning and say, Mom, here what go. Big up yourself, you know. Love you and stuff, but tough love, me not come down there, sir. You know, pretty thing now where me gonna celebrate with my mother because me feel like me not real if me I celebrate knowing that other mothers across this friggin' country are devastated and hurting every single day where God sent.
True, man.
I've been receiving calls right across the length and breadth of Jamaica of police who just pop up in the people in the yard 2, 3, 4 o'clock. Me see police officers online, police officers, high-ranking police who are excited about murders. And I say that because of the background, what is being played in the background. And I'm going to send some delete it now, because I save it long time. And the international people them have it. True. You see what I don't care about enough. And is it 20 years from today? You will understand the damage that has been done or is being done currently by the security forces.
True.
Because when you remove the men, you also put a serious stop, on the birth rate in the country. It was already low. You can just imagine what it will look like now. The country is going to be filled with women.
Yeah, that's what they want.
Years from today, the 30-year-olds will be 50, which means they can't breathe. The 20-year-olds will be 40, then biological clock a tick, about nothing about having a child at 40. So, all the 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds and others right now who think that, it's okay, make them go and kill them out in that party, you will see the effects that it will have on this country when we're not going to be invaded by other countries, because it's going to happen. Why? Because Jamaica is a hub for riches. So you think that outside entities don't have any interest in Jamaica?
Hey,
and you have people like other ethnic groups who are part of the police force who are leading squads to kill off the Jamaican youth then. Yeah. Let me tell you this enough. If you think that there's not going to be a rise up of the youths them who, because uno put them in a state of paranoia. So the least little thing them say, they're paranoid. They are going to retaliate very soon. You know
hope you're doing okay as well, Mary Lizzie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's not normal for true, Mama. I tell you. It is really, it creates a sense of paranoia. Marvin is right. And that's what I'm saying. I was saying earlier that it's like they really want the country to go into chaos. I don't know. It seems like that. Really seems like that.
When you hear that one police is dead, then the whole country, oh my God, this serious. So they don't kill our police there. So I'm going to ask you something. Is a police life, is a police in Jamaica's life more valuable than a citizen's life? Is a politician's life more valuable than a citizen's life? I'm going to say this for the record. So I have a video circulating now, and I was just watching some of the comments on my boy, Conroy, big up yourself. And it's a video where I was saying, yo, gunman underneath, give me a gun, let me carry the gun them, and me not support a criminal. And some of the people, them, you know, say, finally I talk now. Somebody say, it look like police get to him, no police boy. A girl can't get to me. Me a real youth. A years I have been making that statement, but in the end, follow me.
I saw them stay, man. There are some people come and then catch you at one point in a YouTube or your social media where them area say certain things and then them draft this opinion about you. And them not really look for the thing in a context. And then sometimes to tell you the truth, you see, because I can speak for myself, where I take for granted that persons already know my position because I've stated it on my platform many different times. I don't support criminal. I don't support police who are criminal neither. None of them. I have only for police who are criminal. So I think it's worse when you're a police and you're a criminal. Excuse me, a criminal by choice, doing what that criminal does. Okay. But for you to be a police or a soldier or a politician or a pastor or anybody of leadership or high responsibility and you choose crime when really and truly you are doing better off than most persons in life, you're worse than the regular criminal. What is a regular criminal? Well, somebody that is often motivated by poverty, and that's the reason they do what they do. That's a normal criminal. You feel me? I deal with persons who get influenced from young because of what them live on them circumstances. But not if they were in a different position and got now more opportunities, it would have been different. An extraordinary criminal is one that got all of the opportunities in the world and chose crime. That is an extraordinary criminal. And most of those are the ones that are in politics. Yeah, man, and the one that will go to school and have degree and doctorate and them something. And they still chose crime. May I tell you?
Follow me, someone know. Me not support criminal. When I think I first me attack, me not support criminal. That murder the freaking youth them. Find a way to rehabilitate the youth them if them love gun. Or to arrest them. Carry them go up a camp. Let turn them in a soldier for the freaking country and preserve the freaking nation's men. That kill out the youth them drunk up. The same strength on the have for the youth them. Oh, not have the same freaking strength for politician or run the country. How? How? The same man, the same police are coming with him gun. Kill the youth because in ears, you hear him have a gun, or you see him with a gun, with a gun. You take him life with a gun, and you go home with your gun to protect your life. That is frig up. It's so messed up. The same politician who said go and kill them is being protected by the same gun where you gotta kill the youth them or the youth them have.
Hi, Carly.
Why don't we just do open carry in the country where everybody have access to a licensed firearm? A licensed firearm. Why? Rich people, business people, and everybody else, they have them gun to go and protect themselves and their families, but ordinary Jamaicans must be slaughtered. Slaughtered. So we'll never think about another way how we could do this. You think that by killing out the youth then, you're doing this a favor? You know why international people are getting involved yet? Because they too have an agenda, like Donald Trump and the others. The more men we kill is the weaker the nation gets. The more men...
Yo, he ain't lying, bro. He's not lying. It's the people, the international community, and there's a prophetic word for this as well. External forces, they are waiting on the right time that fits their agenda to come swoop in and lock up enough of them politicians and high ranking officials. You think I joke? And what for force resign and force resign? There's a whole... Alright, what is the difference between Venezuela and Jamaica? Isn't this government seen by a lot of the people in Jamaica that they stole the election? That's the first thing, undemocratic. Secondly, aren't they suffering the people in Westmoreland? Thirdly, I mean, when you look at the situation outside that post-hurricane, Melissa, when you look at the situation with the Nara bill and other things, the SOEs, the unaliving of the people, human rights violations, constant human rights violations. Don't you know that if Jamaica had resources that the United States or other countries wanted, it would be the perfect time for them to run in, remove the leadership under the guise of, you know, fighting against tyranny and human rights violation. And your honest government fit right in that bracket there. Them actually move like a communist, you know. And your honest government move like a communist. And they're supposed to be democratic. Why am I telling you, man? Oh, God, sorry, God. Shake it off, Bolo, shake it off. Sassy do something to shake it off.
We kill is the weaker. The more weak the nation becomes. And the police them want to kill 20 years from today. You know, 40 will be 60. And you see their children want to live, they will be haunting you. Think of what I make? Their family will never forget you. So you think that what you're doing will not have any ripple effect? It will never stop. You can't solve crime with crime. Make the law work and give us critical thinkers.
Yes.
Put me in the parliament and see if I don't solve every crime and violence in Jamaica. One friggin' week. I've already stated my plans and they're very effective. Extremely effective. Well, good luck. Big up yourself, police officers. Go and kill more. Good stuff. Yeah, man. Tonight, I'm gonna lick out another skull. Watch out to lock it.
Barbados of all international watch lists. What is this? I don't know what this means. Barbados of all international watch lists. What is that? Kimon, what's up? Hey Bolo, big up. I have been so busy. Kimon, you don't love me no more, yeah, man. But I come tell me, boy, you're busy. You don't love me no more. You don't call me. You don't text me. You don't love me no more, baby. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Bless up yourself, Kimon.
Jamaica, see me and Mr. Wilkie. I mean, this man here. They left on the live last night. A female, the police then come Tuesday morning. Yeah? Tuesday morning, the police then come in here. The third visit, they make a man here. Then beat him up. I look when we look at and show him, show you which part the police. Take a knife, is it? Take a knife and wipe the knife. Wipe the knife. I'm my neck. Imagine the second one with that, yeah? And I stopped at Admiral Police Station with him. The inspector
Kim on, I trouble, my baby. I know say I love me, baby. I love you too.
Admiral Police Station. This a gentleman here. This a man here 54-year-old. 54-year-old. Yeah? And a gun them for him and brandish cutlass. Cutlass. Cutlass them brandish. Cutlass. Yeah. Cutlass them all for this man here. Yeah. And me come up, me step at Admiral Police Station. The inspector of Admiral Police Station, enough respect to you. Very professional. Listen to us and dealt with the matter in the right way. What we did was to check with the local police stations if a warrant was really out for these young men as to why the police are making so much visit at them yard. Now we come here and say, right, then I'm done police station. Approach the officers who were at the front desk and say, yo, I'm here to find out if these gentlemen are wanted. Yeah, because I own the hub. Him left and go on the back to talk to him, he called the commander. And the commander, when him come back, the commander said, this is what him said the commander said. Him not have no information to give we. Now listen up, him not have no information to give we, and we must have a good evening. And that's the message the commander sent with the police. Well, police, commander, let me tell you this. You walk through it. And you don't know who me be. And if you think that you cannot be fired because you're a commander, think again because you're going to see this. And you'll be right outside the station. And not for you sit up in a position and because you have a big gun on the position and you mix up and corrupt, drunk up. You don't feel like so you can chat to people anywhere. You don't feel like you can send in a message. We wanted to find out if these young men, them have a warrant. Because at 3 times when the police are coming, let me tell you something. Me Marvin tell you this. Any police visit number 5 and number 3, Studio 1, Lower Studio Boulevard. Yeah, Studio 1 Boulevard. Let me tell you this. Any police go back there and do what them do to them a young man. As a matter of fact, I straight at Indigo with go now. Them are going to do the report and me going to make sure say it is one of the priority cases. Because when take a youth baby, fling a young baby on the ground, on a white knife a youth neck, on a come back 3 times. On a visit the youth yard, on a beat him from 5:30 a.m. till 7:45 a.m. Him out of scratches and bruises and what the youth have. Right now we are in so shaky and nervy. See the youth there. Jamaica.
Me not tell no lie. The youth look like him him just not dead. Him just like his spirit broken. Man fearful in life. I see it on his face, Jamaica.
You think they're ramping enough? The police, you see police that want deal with the youth. Manners and respect. Manners and respect, my boss. You see police them, yeah. Alright, my boss. You see police them will feel like said, you can't go on and keep youth's name on list and ask them for $1 million to take their name off a list or less because you don't want to get murdered. You see what?
Yo, so hold on. You have police in Jamaica where you use the wanted list as a way of scam people money. And you say it reach. Them no say police basically no say if you're on the wanted list, the way them operate now, it is widely understood say boy, yo, you might not make it, you know. So you're telling me this is where it's at. The man them might use it as a scam to scam people out money to take them off a list. The man them has weaponized the thing to one point where them might make money off of people being falsely on these lists of wanted men. Mighty God. It bad. It really bad. This serious.
I'm not going to the country. Me say, we don't have a clue. We don't have a clue how soon the operation them going to just be done. You hear me tell you? Not for uno in a khaki suit. Not for uno with the position and feel like say. You can't just do anything you feel like because you have boss. You see the level of corruption right now, Mocha. Even Mocha frightened. It come in a newspaper to the Mocha can't believe that a 9-year fraud case just got thrown out like that. Even Mocha frightened. They live like corruption in other country. Watch me out, Uno. Watch me out, Uno. Jamaica, see me and Mr. Wilkie. I mean, this man here.
Jamaica, have a good evening. Have a good afternoon. Sooner or later, yeah? The word is love. The word is love. Catch the replays of the videos that I've posted. I have more videos coming out. Brace ourselves. Store up some food. Store up some water. Because they're telling us right now, the way how things are going right now, Jamaica, they're gonna get serious. It's gonna get very serious. But Rasta man, again, we are echo the call of Rasta man for the People's National Party organize the people for protest. This Naira bill. Take it to the streets. Given that so much civil society groups come out, nobody cannot say that they might play politics. It's a serious issue that the entire Jamaica structure has a problem with, given its current form, just like the NITS. Alright, so God bless you all. Thank you for hitting the like button. If you have not subscribed yet, subscribe. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button right now before you leave. And when you subscribe, click the notification bell and click all so you can get our notifications. The other thing, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat right now. I want you guys to join my my WhatsApp channel. I mostly send links, so you know it won't be a situation where your phone will be filled up because of space issues. You don't have to worry about that. See, you don't have to worry about that at all. So, all right, we have 56 likes per now. Yeah? Let me drop the link. Well, I drop the link to my group in a boat chat. I'm gonna drop the link to my WhatsApp channel as well. Yeah, let me drop both of those real quick. Let me go to Bolo and our clips now and do the same thing. Where is it? Alright, so here we go. That is the group and this is the channel. Alright, so both links we just drop a while ago. Alright, follow them. Click them and follow them. I love you guys. See y'all later. Big up on yourself. I'm out. Bye, Sassy. Kimon, big up yourself. Everybody, my moderator, them big up. Out.